Let me.
Okay. Hi and good evening, everyone. So this is our first discussion for our LAX2047 for Poetic Society. So this is group 1 through 8. My name is Muhammad Hazimi bin Ismail, 192294.
Okay, my name is Muhammad Hanif, Muhammad Idris, number metric 188898.
My name is Muhammad Hazim, Azmi. My metric 192490.
My name is Tengku Muhammad Iman. My metric number is 192680.
Okay, so my name is Izzat bin Yaacob. So my metric number is 192031.
My name is Syakir Roslan. My metric number is 19450.
So since this is our first discussion for this LAX, we need to understand that we are required to come up with 2 poems for each subgroup, which will be decided later in this discussion. So ultimately, we have to be making 2 poems, for which each of the poems are selected by the global issue that we'll be discussing later. So right now, first thing first, we have to discuss what topics or what title of the global issue that we want to include in our poems, so that it will be easier for us to narrow down our topics. So anyone want to start first?
Can I start?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the topic that I have choose for global issue, I want to suggest about for our poem is dismantling white supremacy. White supremacy means that nowadays people in America they always they most of them don't like people not from American, not the American origin. Yeah, that's what we call white supremacy. Because nowadays they don't like Asian people in America.
Oh yes.
Because because they put all blames to the Asian people because of COVID-19 pandemic. That there is one of the cause of dismantling white supremacy lah. So that is my suggestion. Because right now the racism is quite high nowadays.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree with Muhammad Hanif, because the issue is very it will become trend nowadays. So for my idea, I would suggest the issue of media literacy, which means the use of social media. Nowadays, many people misuse of this medium. For example, like they spread the wrong news about something or about issue, and then it will become harm, and it will affect many society with the wrong issue. So I think this issue must be discussed to ensure that we use the media social to the right time and for the right thing. How about you guys think?
Yeah, I think that is the real issue here, because nowadays we are always being exposed with many fake news nowadays, especially related to the vaccine. Kind of there's many issues related to
I would like to add a comment on Muhammad Hanif's suggestion, which is the white white supremacy, I think it is not a global issue, and most of the issue are coming from America. And yes, they are accusing Asian people for causing the pandemic, but it is not in other countries such as in the Asian or in the European. The issue are only exist in America.
Yeah.
But Imam, I think defining global issues actually meaning that the thing can be related to all people globally. I think even though the source or like the origin of the problem comes from America, but the racism sentiment is valid for all people, even in Malaysia, especially since we are living in a multicultural society. So I think it is quite fair for us to address the problem, not just seeing how American people disregard other tribes in the America, but also how the main issue just comes from their own feeling or like the sentiment that they are showing, stating that they are like better than others. I guess even not from American, there is still like some people that do that, but not as intense, I would say. So for me, it should be a global issue because we are discussing about the what's called that, the nature of the problem itself, not actually who or where does it come from.
Yeah,
So I think
it is.
yeah, it's a global issue. I know that's my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with Hazimi too. And I would like
Okay.
to suggest one of the global issues, which is about the environmental issue that related to the habitat and biodiversity loss. Which is, as we know that lot of country we have more structures, building, and it caused that lots of habitats and biodiversity lost their place. And one of the news says that the forest depleted at rate of 26 million hectares every year. So I think we can make this as the global issue for our poems. How about that?
Okay. It sounds. I think it's a good topic to discuss. But but I wanted to ask about the white supremacy. Is it okay for us to address our global issue as white supremacy or more towards to racism?
I think we need to generalize the issue, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Okay,
Because my aim is to show that there's a lot of trend that trying to make some some races to be greater than the other races.
okay, good.
Understand?
And also, what Syakir addressed is also a good issue. And I wanted to add one more suggestion because since it's a global issue, I wanted to make maybe about the COVID itself, since no one mentioned it.
Yes.
Okay. So maybe because we know right now we are going through the pandemic almost 1 year already, plus. And I think this should be a great maybe awareness for everyone. Yeah, for great awareness if we are able to create a poem based on that. So okay, that's from me.
So for the pandemic issue, do you want to? I mean, of course, for each topic we have to kind of like specify the subject, right? So do you want to discuss about the cause or maybe the method to flatten the curve or?
Or the
I think
Yes, Hanif?
I think we should portray about the effect of COVID-19. We can see that there is a lot of haywire.
Also can.
Yeah, the aftermath of COVID-19 pandemic.
Oh, okay.
So all the issue we need to address the effect, right? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
The COVID issue. So right now we already have four issues. You guys want to add another suggestion, or do we want to pick this?
Actually, if we have 4, we don't need to pick 3 because we need 4.
Yes, we need 4. So if
Oh, we
we
need
have
to-
4,
We have 4, yes.
we have to take all.
By default lah.
Very good.
Imam want to add
Do
any?
you have any?
Do you have any issue want to add?
Maybe Imam, do you want to add anything?
I would like to add one more issue that we will discuss tonight, which is the global climate changes. Is my turn okay? Okay. As we have seen recently, there is a lot of news that is related to global climate changes, such as in Malaysia right now, we are having lots of heavy rain, even though it is not their season. And I think we should recognize and realize that the global climate changes is real, and we need to address the issue to our leader. And that is my idea. What is your opinion about that?
I think it is okay, but we have to be more elaborative to talk about climate change, because I think we can all see that due to the COVID-19, the emission reduction is actually quite significant due to not many vehicles or transportation that is happening in the world. So maybe if you want to talk about climate change, we need to really understand the cause and the whatnot, you know. Yeah, I think it's an okay issue to be discussed.
Yeah, I agree with Jimmy. Also.
Yeah, I agree.
So right now we have
So basically,
4 issues, right?
yeah, we have 5 issues. Basically, climate change. Yeah, go on, Izzat.
No.
Go on.
You go on, Izzat.
Oh, I just want to say right now we have 5 issues that so that we have to choose only 4, right? Before we divide the rest into group. So what you guys think? What we need to choose? What we have to choose?
For me, the best one we have to choose the pandemic one because of the health issue, COVID.
Actually, I want to set another theme for our.
Okay. Go on.
Okay. So this is maybe the last theme that I can. So the theme is health disparities and income inequality. Health disparities, income equalities.
Disparities.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Disparities. 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 Because nowadays is for people around the world to get a health care. Even though in Malaysia it is easy, it is quite low in terms of price, in terms of medicine. anything else. But people outside there, just like United States of America, their healthcare become like a private.
Like, yeah,
I mean, meaning
like
that meaning that the cost of medicine is quite different between Malaysia and also the other countries. So I think it is such like a global issue here. And also the income inequality, like co-workers not get enough, not enough or equal pay for their salary for each month.
Yeah, it is a good idea. I'm sure you live in America, right?
So that's it.
Sorry.
I think not in America. I think it is applied to all, most of the even to the developed country. I think developed country.
Okay. Thank you.
Just like United Kingdom. Okay.
Basically, health disparity is basically about the differences in privileges to acquire medical services.
okay.
So that's it. That's the issue. Okay, so we have 6 issues right now. First, the dismantling white supremacy, which we agreed to change into more general racism issue. Second is the usage of social media. Third, the environmental issue, the deforestation due to the urbanization. COVID-19, so we would like to discuss on the effect. Fifth, the climate change. And lastly, the health disparities that is occurring for all people in the world. Okay, so previously, Syakir had suggested that we choose the COVID-19. I think everyone agree.
Yeah.
Because of course, the most intense global issue right now is the COVID-19. So the other 3.
Also, I would like to suggest that I think
Yes.
because for me, I wanted to highlight the usage of social media is quite an issue right now here because people are going to be oversensitive about everything else, and I think I wanted to address the issue about the usage of social media. Okay, that because I think it is interesting to make a poem regard the people behavior itself. That's my concern here. Okay.
Yeah, I agree with Hazim because right now in social media many things or subject like have explicit content like too open to underage. I think I'm very agree with Hazim.
Okay.
Shall we proceed to
We have
the third global issue that we have to choose? Any idea what topic we're going to choose?
Imam, Tengku Bukhari.
Should we conduct a vote on this issue?
So for me, judging by the topics here, list of topics.
Okay. Go on. Hello.
Go on, eh?
Hello.
Tengku. We don't hear you.
Yeah, I think just like just like Syakir.
Can you repeat?
Hello?
Okay. We don't hear you.
Please repeat what you just said now.
Sorry.
I mean, we can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. Just like Hazim and Syakir said, I would prefer to choose climate change and also COVID-19 aftermath and also usage of social media because these are the topics that are really intertwined, not like intertwined, just like what you say.
Relatable.
But yeah, relatable to each other, I think.
So, Tengku Imam Bukhari, what the other two issues that
Okay. So, from my point of view, I would like to suggest climate change and the usage of social media, which is a big issue nowadays.
Okay.
So
Huh?
should we choose another two because we need 4 issue to be
yeah,
So we choose another one because we already have 3. COVID-19, the social media, and the climate change, right? What Imam
Climate change.
Yeah, climate change.
has chose just now. So another one, what are you suggest? Maybe Hazimi, you want to suggest?
So,
I think
Hazimi, okay, Hazimi.
uh, I think maybe the health disparity, but I'm not sure if any of us is quite call that well versed in that issue. But I think that is quite an interesting issue because as we all know, Malaysia is having call that service to have a relatively lower point of value when in terms of health.
Because
Like
of subsidy.
because the subsidy, health subsidy. To compare to the like America, the disparity itself is very large. But I'm not sure if we can like produce a poem on that, honestly. And or if you like to get to see more on the realistic side, maybe the environmental issue, because
Environmental.
due to like the
Deforestation.
increased population of the people, there has been like an increased demand of what's it called that community for people to, or like the residents for people to live. So maybe this would actually lead to more deforestation and ultimately the environmental itself will be affected. So for me, I think either health security or environmental. I think I would like the environmental a bit more. That's for me lah.
Okay. I think it is better for us to choose to look further into the environmental issue because health disparity is actually quite hard for us to make a poem about. Either is it the cause? The cause we don't know the cause actually. Or is it? Or maybe the effect. Yeah, it is quite hard unless we really go into that topic. But to make it more easier for us, I think environmental issue is power mobile. Is that word?
Emphasize.
Yeah.
Easy to emphasize.
Okay, is it right?
Agree.
Is it for others to understand?
Why, Imam?
What about racism, the white supremacy?
We have chosen the racism like the first part of our discussion.
Is it?
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. No.
No, I mean
I thought.
among the topics that we have discussed earlier, the first topic that has been approved is basically the white supremacy one.
So our fourth topic,
Fourth topic.
which is the.
Is that?
Can I
Yeah.
can I propose suggestion?
yeah, sure.
Okay, judging by all the topics here, I
Right.
want to suggest I want to choose usage of social media, environmental, which is in terms of deforestation due to the urbanization, COVID-19 aftermath, and climate change. Because judging by all these topics, it is like an endless problem to our mankind, to our Mother Earth.
Ah.
Because,
There's a good reason.
Or maybe we can discuss about the deforestation leading to climate change itself, meaning that we
So,
can
we can relate
merge properly.
So you wanted to like combine the
combine
issue?
not combine the issue, but maybe we can touch about the effect
Relating.
of the environment itself.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. I agree with that.
So
We agree. Another one should be the racism to be the global issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Okay. So what I understand here is that we are going to choose the topic regarding the environmental issue,
Yeah.
and we touch about the climate change. So that will be what I understand is we only have three, and we're going to include the racism to be the fourth issue. Is that correct? Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
So I guess we all agree,
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
We have the racism, we have the COVID-19, we have the environmental issue, and then the usage of social media.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So next is basically for us to decide our smaller group for two of the poems. So maybe you would like to decide? How do you want to decide? Or do you guys like don't mind?
Yeah, we don't mind, but we need to decide. Okay.
So, how we are going
So
to
maybe we choose two leader of the subgroup. So and then the leader will appoint his members. So that is for the group members. For the selection of the issue, I guess seeing how the racism is a social issue, right? Social issue. Social media, maybe we can mention it on like technological issue, and then we have environmental, and then we have health issue, which is the COVID. So I don't think like any of the issue is like overlapping between each other. So any segregation is fine, I guess. So maybe COVID-19 and social media, and then the environmental and the racism.
Okay, I agree with that.
We all agree.
Yeah, it will be easier for us.
Okay, so who want to do what?
I suggest Izzat.
Yes.
I suggest Izzat.
Me to do the first two.
You choose your member.
Yeah. Choose your member and then decide. And then by default.
Your global issue.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, so I need to choose two, right? Because one group, three people, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I choose because so the one is maybe Hazimi, or the other one is maybe Iman.
Okay.
Okay.
So the issue?
So the issue, I think, the first two that mentioned by Hazimi, which is usage of social media and the environmental deforestation.
Alright. Okay.
Am I right?
By default, the other three members, which is Hanif, Imam, and Hazim, will be included in another group, and their topic are yes. Okay.
So which one will be group 1, which one will be group 2?
It's okay.
Because for the assignment 1, actually, yeah.
Oh yes, betul.
For assignment 2, sorry. For assignment 2, the group 1 need to, like.
So okay, we pick first, like Izzat and Azmi.
Okay. We'll go first.
Okay. So we are group 1, and you are good to it. Okay, Hazim, Tengku, and Hanif.
Okay, I think that's it for our
First video.
thing, right? Or do we have to address anything else?
No,
Um,
I think that's all.
yeah. Just want to remind that for the next video we need to ready for each group form, which is contain the global issues topic that we discussed just now. Yeah, that's all.
Hmm.
Okay.
And even though like the other group which is not presenting, of course we need to include everyone in the video, right?
Yeah, we will be audience.
Okay.
Stated on the
Fast.
Edmodo.
Okay. So that's it, I guess.
Yeah.
This is the end of our discussion video for our first LAX2047. Thank you very much, everyone, and see you guys later.
All right.
Right.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Thank you very much.